Badass Bruja Live is in the building, y'all. Won't be here long. I know I didn't pre-schedule this, so a lot of y'all will probably catch it later. I'm making a few runs, y'all, and I just feel amazing. Like, I came to want to talk about balance and meditation, okay, and how important those things are. Why is my camera? So, yeah, it's hot outside today, y'all. Well, it's not very hot. It's like 82 degrees out, and it feels good because I've been waiting on the sun, okay? So, I want to talk about how important it is. What's up, Kemetic Witchcraft? How important meditation is in your practice, okay? In order to get Rich Gang in the building, Space Ghost, what's up, baby? Yvonne, what's up? So yeah, y'all, I just wanted to talk about how important meditation is and how, hey, Jeanette. So, my Rich Gang is in the building. Meditation and balance. Yeah, Kemetic, I heard about you too, girl. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I said on my last video, I came to slay demons. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. And if taking a demon down cost me a channel, so be it, honey. You know what I'm saying? That was a sacrifice, okay? And I'm not worried about anything because ain't nothing that was on that channel that didn't flow out of me that didn't flow out of me again. You know what I'm saying? I'm just creating. So it's not like, you know, there was anything other. The only thing that now this is what I will say, I haven't heard anything back from my appeal, which is a good sign, I think, because normally, if you know what I'm saying, if they're going to keep your shit down, they will tell you like right away, and I haven't heard anything. So for Badass Bruja, and like I said, I'm just going to go about recreating everything that was on here. So the only thing that I regret about that my people didn't have an opportunity to get all of those, and that people won't be able to see how I started out, because that was like you can trace that channel all the way back to my very beginning on YouTube. But you know, haters don't hate, baby. I feel so good after, you know, rising up out of the ashes, okay, with rolling around in the dirt and shit, with you know, with the pigs and with the swine, and to be back on my level of, you know, just joy and well-being, and, you know, no dirt, no negativity. Where I'm driving at, I hope they ain't messing with my. He's like, why? You know, what is your purpose? Like, people are really miserable. To tell y'all about my other half of my dream, you know what I'm saying? And before I went on to anything else, so I think I'm going to title this one The Great Fire, and I'll tell y'all about my dream, because I don't want it to get too far apart with those dreams. I want those to be all about the dream and in on it and hear about it. Because eventually the dreams are going to be taken down off of my channel, and they will only be up on my Patreon, only for my patrons, okay? So I'll leave the dreams up for a couple of days on this channel, and then y'all can catch me on Patreon, okay? Everybody, I do have everybody that asked to be signed up for Vagina Power. It is a 3-day ritual that I will be doing. If anybody wants to know it, I'll put the link to my other channel, Badass Witches TV Live, in the description box, and I'll also put my Patreon in the description box, okay? So if y'all want to join Vagina Power, I'm waiting to get 50 people, and then we will go with the ritual, okay? So those of you who have already asked me up before today, I have you all on the list, okay? So so just stay tuned for when up at badasswitches@gmail.com. And so let me tell y'all about The Great Fire, okay? Because again, let me back up a little bit. If y'all haven't seen The Time of Change, it is on, I think it's on my Badass Live channel, okay? I will put the link to that in the description box as well. So, in The Great Fire, basically, let me back up to my dream, okay? At the end of my dream, we were at a standstill in the house, like 5 adults, children, and one that I noticed for people at work who were getting possessed by the boss, who was calling them in one by one to say that he was telling them something about the company, but was sneaking in subliminal Latin words in between the words, and they were essentially possessing people. Hear a devilish undertone in his voice when he was doing it, and I could also hear it in them when they would come out of his office. Okay, and so I decided I wasn't going in there. Like, I'm not going there. I'm not, I'm not getting possessed and shit. These people are possessed and they don't even know they possessed and shit, you know. So we had ended up going out to the girl's house, and so basically at the end of that dream, the whole world was outside, okay, and they were possessed, and they didn't even know how they had gotten possessed. They didn't know that they were possessed, okay. And by this time, they were like fully possessed demons and like trying to, get in the house to fight with us or whatever the hell they was trying to do, okay. So then, I'm reading some of y'all comments and laughing. So, but at the end of that dream, I woke up and I knew that, basically I was being told that we were going to have to fight, and that, like I said, it's a fight, it's a war. So we were assured in the beginning of our victory. The fight is already yours. It's already been won, but you do have to go through the motions of fighting the fight, okay? And so basically we knew that we had to go in and fight, okay, which meant that it's a war, so you might get hurt, in the war. You know what happens in wars, it's a fight. You might get scratched, you might get kicked, you might, lose a limb, there are casualties in war, and that's the way I view my other channel. You know what I'm saying? If they don't give me my channel back, so be it, because my goal was to expose this imposter, to take this demon down, and that demon is down. And like I said, they will never get back up to that amount of subscribers. I can get mine back. All I got to do is really do a reading on a high profile case, and I'll have all those same amount of subscribers back. You know what I'm saying? I could have done it a long time ago. I could have had a lot more subscribers than I have now if I wanted to do everyday horoscopes on my tarot channel. If I wanted to do, high profile murder cases as a tarot, I don't have to do things to try to get subscribers. I know that I'll get them back. You know what I'm saying? When your channel has content, when you have talent, when you when you show quality work, you're going to be who you are. Yeah, thank you, Comedic. Yeah, so, I don't have any problem. I am so satisfied, honey, that this person is no longer there. And I know that, them trying to do all this stuff that they were doing to me, it still has not helped their misery. You know what I'm saying? They are absolutely miserable. I mean, this person was straight flagging my channel every single day for about 3 weeks until they found something, a year-old ass video that had nothing to do with them, to try to take my channel down. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really care. Like I said, it's about my people not getting the knowledge and not being able to trace me all the way back to when I first started on YouTube, okay? Other than that, people know who I am and they will find me. My brand, Badass. All you gotta do is look for that, okay? And you will find me. I got Badass Tarot. I have Badass, the Badass Magic Shop. Okay, I got Badass Bruja Live. I have Badass Breaches TV Live. So look under the Badass brand, and my people will find me. So I'm not even tripping. If anybody, does want to contact me, hit me up at Badass Witches with an EZ at gmail.com. So let's talk about the end of the dream, okay? So, yes, honey. So, at the end of the dream, we looked up, the zombies were all outside the house. We knew we had to fight. We knew that we might get hurt. We might, we might lose a limb here and there. There will be a casualty here or there. But the overall war will be won by us. It had already been won. So, there was really no fear going into the fight, okay? So you're going to fight all the way to the death. And, line is the goal of taking this person down, taking this demon down, and at all costs, okay? So that was the goal. I went in, you know what I'm saying? And that's what happened. So, basically, I'm relating my own big shit that I'm going through because this is a demon that we are speaking of. Comedic, I'm sure you know. I'll read the comments because I'm driving. I can't really read it, but it's a demon that I was trying to take down, and it's one of those people, one of the possessed ass people in my dream. Okay, the dream was highly prophetic, and had some very deep symbolic messages in there. Okay, so the next dream was the fire. Okay, so basically the part that I remember, and I know a lot more had happened in this dream, but all I remember is the end of it, which was the fire. Yes, a narcissistic demon with a Jezebel spirit, okay? And basically the dream, the part of the dream that I remember was really short. It was, I was rising up off of the planet, okay, in some sort of airship. And I was on the edge of the ship, or like looking out of the windows or whatever. And I was looking down on the planet, and the whole planet was like a hot ball of fire, a hot coal, okay? The whole planet was a hot coal. And the people were still on the planet. There were still people on the planet, and they were, everybody was running around, you know what I'm saying? Because it was hot. It was on fire. It was like the hell that they talk about in the Bible, okay? But the whole planet had turned to the fire, okay? The whole planet was a hot ball of coal, okay? And it was hot from the center on out. So there was nowhere on this planet that you could go to get any relief. There was no water. There was no gust of air coming to do nothing but fuel the fire. And there was nothing. Now, when the fire started in California, that let me know, because I saw aerial scenes of the fires in California that looked exactly like what I saw in my dream, okay? And so when I saw those fires happening, I knew that my dream was beginning to unfold. Now, since then, and even before then, but even since then, it's been even worse. People are losing their minds. You know, people are going in, shooting up schools, shooting up churches, shooting up movie theaters, you know, shooting up Starbucks, shooting up whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because they are possessed. These are the people that we were talking about. We also have whole groups of people trying to push laws and legislatures to get people to agree with their delusions, okay? We have, you know, so these are all groups of possessed ass people, okay? People who have taken an oath to a demon and have allowed themselves, agreed, okay, to allow themselves to be used by these dark, low vibrating entities, okay? So we have to learn how to recognize these people. And again, the way to recognize the behavior of someone who is possessed with these lower vibrating energies is the narcissistic, egotistical behavior, okay? And we can't go back over narcissism and the ego since my other videos have been erased, or if in fact my channel is not restored, okay? So my battery is low, y'all. I'm not going to be in here long, but yeah, so basically what I saw was a hot coal. It was extremely hot. There was no way to get off, and people were on it, and people were burning. They were not burning instantly. They were running around going insane and not being given a swift death, but a slow and painful death, okay? I remember zooming in on this one little man who was he was on a motorcycle. And he was going insane. He was going around in circles, going insane, okay? And I knew that that represented, because I know how time spirals upward, okay, into the cosmos. And when you're going around in circles on one level, that's repetition, and repetition is hell, okay? And so it was showing that the earth had become that hot, fiery hell that was written about in the book of Revelations. All those books are nothing but people like me who had prophetic dreams, who were shown things, okay? They will tell you what they were shown. I was shown a demon with 7 heads. I was shown this and that. Okay, this is what I was shown. And it's the same things that are being revealed, okay? It's not to scare anybody, but it is to let you know that, you know, certain people who are vibrating on certain levels are going to perish, okay? If you're not vibrating at a high enough rate, you're going to perish. There are people who don't know how to get out of the mud and out of the dirt, okay? Me, I dipped down into the dirt. You know, a lot of us dip ourselves into hell to do what we need to do and then come back on our levels. And I'm so happy to be back, okay? So happy to be back in this, you know, in the stream of well-being that is my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm not miserable. I'm not angry person. I'm not an angry person. I'm not mad. When Callie is here, Callie don't care about nothing but getting that motherfucking demon at all costs, okay? Callie wants to fight. She wants to taste that bitch's blood, okay? And Callie don't care what we lose on the way there, okay? So now I'm back, okay? Y'all can call me Oshun, and I came to fix everything, okay? So, yeah, Callie said she wasn't leaving until we got this bitch up out of there. And that's what we've done. And so now I'm back. So basically, yeah, I just wanted y'all to know about the dream. Yes, Kelly's very dark, honey, and she wasn't letting go. She was not gonna stop till we got this damn demon up out of here. Okay, we don't care what you're saying over there on that small channel. Nobody gives a damn about that. Okay, we're just gonna make sure that you stay down, you know, and in your place. So, you know, but basically, it was the hell, okay? So I knew, the reason I felt no emotion when I was looking at these people burning on the planet and stuff, I felt no emotion about it because I knew that all my people were with me. You know, they was on the ship with me. They was right behind me. They looking out the window with me. And I knew that the people that were perishing were not, you know, I don't give a damn about them. Unfortunately, you know, they brought this on themselves, okay? And so I didn't care about them. And, you know, eventually we got way out. We got way out into space. And when we got out into space, oh my God, it was so peaceful. It was so peaceful and quiet. Miss Campbell, email me at badasswiz@gmail.com. And I'm gonna send you either an oil or a bath product. You can pick, you can choose, okay? But we got in space. It was quiet. It was so peaceful. It was the most peaceful that I can remember since you've been in your mother's womb. It was that peaceful, okay? And there was no sound. And then I could see, like, as we got further and further away, the planet looked like a little ball, like a little red ball out in space. You know what I'm saying? And the further we got away, we didn't care no more about that. Like, it disappeared and all just the peace enveloped us. And then as we started moving over a little bit more, I could see another planet, like, looming into view. It looked like an Earth. It looked like another Earth, okay? But, Yvonne, thank you, baby. I appreciate y'all. I really do. I appreciate every one of y'all. Yeah, so we saw another planet. And the planet looked just like another Earth. It had a lot of water on it, but it had been untouched. There were no people. There was nothing on this planet yet. It was so pure and pristine and opulent that it had a glow around it. Okay, it was a planet that looked very similar to Earth. Water, it was blue, you know, you could see all of it. Had a glow around it because it had not been touched. It was so pure, okay? And we were heading towards that planet, and I was like, oh my God, I can't wait, because I knew that when we get there, there's nobody here. It has not been corrupted. There's no system of money exchange. There's no matrix set in place on this earth in creation, okay, as it is, okay? The fresh, clean water, you know, the air. Hey, yeah, I'm on live. What? Okay, I'm on my live. I've been going. All right, bye. So yeah, I saw somebody. So anyway, all right, y'all. This is my daughter with my grandbaby. I really want her to stay. Hi, honey bunny. Hi, honey bunny. Did you come unlock the door for me so I can take your stuff in? Hi, honey bunny. Don't let too much sun get on her. In her eyes. Okay, y'all, yeah, so it was another planet that looked like Earth, so that's where we were heading to, and I woke up as we were getting close to that planet, so I know that's where I'm going. I know that that's where we were going, and I don't care about the people that are going to perish here, but I am being pointed out, the ones that are going to perish. I'm being shown who they are, and I'm trying to show y'all. So what I'm going to do is, you know, I guess I have to come back and kind of revamp the ego and narcissism series, because the information needs to be there, and it has been, yes, comedic. It was absolute paradise, untouched, beautiful, untouched pieces of God, okay, the God and Goddess. And I just, you know, I will never forget it, because I know that that was where we were going, and I couldn't wait. Like, I was so happy to leave here, because I've never wanted to be here to begin with. I've always known that I don't belong here. You know what I'm saying? So I've been looking for my people to swing low on them chariots for a long time and come get me. So to actually have that experience definitely, it was a paradise, and it was for only for those whose hearts are, are pure and have that balance. You know what I'm saying? Whose hearts can be weighed, and the weight of a feather, the scales of my yacht. Okay, so yeah, so I need to get off of here, y'all. I came over here and brought my grandbaby a new toy. So and then I'll probably get back on here. I might come back on here when I'm headed back home. So yeah, the Great Fire was basically people perishing. Those of us who were not going to perish were taken to a new, fresh planet that was so pristine and opulent that it had a glow around it. Okay, and I was so excited because I've known and we've waited for this our whole lives. Okay, so but it was after the fight. Okay, so basically the war, you know what I'm saying, and me taking down that particular demon, that was only one of the casualties, you know what I'm saying. The war is basically still going on, but that was my main focus, that one. Okay, there's a lot of other things that are going on, but the war is still being fought, but that one, my reward, honey, is the peace that I feel so back to myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting my, I'm back in the stream of well-being. I'm not angry. Like I said, I'm not upset or anything. There's nothing dark, in my life. And I just feel like myself again. You know what I'm saying? So, Callie got what she wanted, and she left us alone and left me with my joy and my well-being. So I am so much I'm good because a mission was accomplished, so no matter what. Okay, but I gotta go, y'all. I will try to come back probably on my way home and do the balance and meditation video, because this one is going to be titled The Great Dream. Okay, once I get done, The Great Fire. Okay, so it's part 2 of my dream about the time of change. Okay, so this one was The Great Fire, and I'll come back with the balance and meditation when I go home. Okay, so until we meet again, my people, keep it classy, keep it clean, and do what you got to do to make shit happen. Peace. Bye, Miss Campbell.